Hi Taurus, thank you so much for choosing Root Word of Bees Tarot. This is Seven God Lou back with another reading for the Taurus Collective. Excuse me. Thank you, Taurus, so much for all of your likes, comments, and subscribes. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right in, all right, and see how does the new person feel about you. Okay, how does the new person feel about you? Right. So the new person can be somebody that you don't even know, right? Who's coming into your life, all right, or somebody that you already know that's coming into your life. Okay, so we're gonna see how the new person feels about you. All right, let's get a 3-card spread. How does the new person feel about our Taurus Collective? How does the new person feel about our Taurus Collective? How does the new person, hold on. How does the new person feel about our Taurus Collective? How does the new person, okay, so we have numbing, okay, numbing. How does the new person feel about our Taurus Collective? We have numbing, and then we have, how does the new person, I thought one was gonna come out. How is the new person? All right, rebound. We have spill the beans. We have rebound. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see. How does the new person feel about you, Taurus? What is numbing here? What is numbing here? All right, so somebody's numb here about some sort of money. What is Queen of Swords? Yeah. What is Queen of Swords? So this person... This person feels like you may have a secret lover, okay? So this person is trying not to have any feelings for you. They're trying not to have any feelings for you. They feel as though you have a secret lover. Too many. Hold on, guys. They feel like you have a secret lover, so they're trying not to really think about you or put any energy into you. They're trying to stay strong because they're afraid that they may be like some sort of rebound here. Okay. Yeah. And the truth is that they're trying to, what is this Ace of Wands? Yeah, they're trying to get some sort of money, or they're focusing on money at this time. Okay. What is this Ace of Pentacles? This is Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so they're just like going back to some sort of money here. Okay, yeah, money here. They're just focusing on their money here. Okay, something came out about a relationship, and so they got some sort of news about some sort of relationship. Give me 1 second, Taurus. Sorry about that, Taurus. Okay, so they are like trying not to think about you. They think that you have like a secret person. Okay, whether this is masculine or feminine, all right, they feel like you have someone secretly here, okay, and they're just focused on their money here, okay. They're strongly trying to focus on their money, but they highly believe that they're just a rebound, okay. What is spill the beans? Yeah, they got some sort of news about some sort of relationship, okay. And what is this 5 of Swords? Yeah, and they're like fighting against you, okay, and they're fighting to focus on their money here, okay. They're fighting against you. They're fighting to work on their money here, okay. They're committed to money right now, all right, because they're trying not to think about you in this situation, okay. They're fighting to move out of some sort of home into a new neighborhood as well, okay. Yeah, they're fighting to move out of a new home into a new neighborhood as well. Okay. That's the tea on this person. That's what spill the beans is here. Okay. What is rebound? What is rebound? Let's see, too many. So this person is defeated here because they feel like something is moving slow because you have someone and they're a rebound. Okay. They feel like you may be like in some sort of karmic energy right now here. Okay, and they're trying to just give all of themselves to some sort of money here. Okay, because you haven't said anything to them, you haven't shoot their shot, so they're putting 2 and 2 together. Like, okay, if somebody doesn't speak to me, if somebody doesn't say anything to me, if somebody knows about me, you know of me, they don't say anything, then clearly, they're involved with someone else. Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, Taurus. I had to sneeze. So this person is like basically bossing up on you because they feel as though they're just, nothing to you. They're just a rebound here. Okay. They're trying to not even think about you, think of the idea of even you, being a soulmate or anything to that nature. Okay. Because they honestly feel like, hey, if Taurus was really into me, they would just come toward me and, they would say something, Something to that equivalent, excuse me. Something to that equivalent here. Yeah, so they're like, no disrespect, Taurus, they're like bossing up on you, like Taurus, you know, trying to keep me waiting, or, you know, Taurus isn't saying anything. Clearly, you know, somebody who's supposed to be in somebody's life here, you know, they would stay in someone's life. Okay, so they feel like a rebound here, and they're just fighting the urge to even think that you can possibly be a soulmate here. Okay, let's get some more. How does the new person feel about you, Taurus Collective? Hold on, too many guys. Taurus Collective. How does the new person feel about you, Taurus Collective? All right, yeah, so there's some sort of honeymoon here. How does the new person feel about you, Taurus Collective? How does the new person feel about you, Taurus Collective? All right, let's get some more. How does the new person feel about you, Taurus Collective? 3-card spread. Let's get one more. How does the new person... Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Too many are coming out at one time. Okay. How does the new person feel about you, Taurus Collective? How does the new person... All right. So somebody is like chained to something, extra chained. Okay, let's see. What is honeymoon? What is honeymoon? So this person feels like you may... Yeah, so what is this 3 of Cups? Hold on, guys. What is this 3 of Cups? Yeah, so they may have felt like you went back to a third party, okay? And they're like believing here. What's chained? Yeah, they feel like you're holding on to some sort of third party. Okay, so they're in some sort of sorrow, grief, regret here. They're trying again not to think about you. They feel like you're holding on to some sort of third party. They feel like you went back to some sort of third party, okay? And they're chained to the belief that you threw them away. They're like chained to the belief that you threw them away, Taurus. What is Tower? What is Tower? So this person is like defensive here because, you know, or guarded more so. I'm getting like defensive as too because they feel like you could like abuse your authority with them. Okay. Yeah. They feel like they're over giving. Either this is energetically, okay. And they're not, they feel as though you're abusing your authority with them. They feel like you want them to give, you know, but you're not trying to fix anything. They feel like you're not trying to fix anything with them. So they're really like guarded toward you, and defensive toward you. They feel like you're not trying to fix anything with them. Okay. What is extra? What is extra? Yeah, somebody... let's see. What is this Page of Cups? That one fell out accidentally. What is this Page of Cups? Okay, so this person may still be kind to you. Okay, they still may be like really, really kind to you. Despite all this, if you were to even converse with them in any form of fashion, they'll still be kind to you, but they feel like they made a solid decision that, you know, they're coming out of this belief or idea that you guys are like soulmates here. Okay. What is this 6 of Wands in reverse? Yeah. Somebody feels like they feel like you're making a risk to throw them away. So they feel like you threw them away and you went back to someone else, but, you know, you're making a risk to throw them away here. Okay. And they also may think that you're faking your financial status as well. Okay. They also may think like, you know, you really aren't who you say you are. You know, as far as their belief, you know, being a soulmate, being somebody to be in a loving connection with, you really aren't who you say you are. You may not have the finances that you say that you have. You may not be, you know, this King of Pentacles. It may be fake here. You know, you may be trying to really just get some sort of money out of them. Okay, so they're making this decision, but they're still going to be kind to you. Okay. Yeah, they feel like they're falling out with you. Okay, they're not really trying to fight. Like I said, they're kind. They just made a solid decision. Okay, so what is the Lovers? Yeah, they feel like you're in some sort of relationship and you're trying to manipulate them. You still may be like They're still seeing, they may have seen that you're still, you know, messing around with other people here and then trying to act single in front of them, or trying to be single in front of them. Okay. That's how they feel. They feel like you are, you know, in some sort of honeymoon phase with someone else. Like you went back to someone else and started over with someone else, and you guys are in this honeymoon phase starting over here. Okay, but why is this extra right here? Why is this extra? What is extra? Yeah, they feel like you're bull crapping them and you're fake. They feel like you're, you know, you're sending them energetic vibes here, whether it's energetically or you're actually talking to this person physically, because you want something from them. You just want something from them, whether energetically or financially, you want something from them. Okay, so they feel like you're like putting on some sort of show here, and you're acting like, you know, you're into them, all this other stuff. Like you're putting on a mask here, okay? And that's what they feel like. Okay, what is change? Yeah, they feel like you're already in some sort of commitment as well. Okay, yeah, you're already tied up here in a commitment. Yeah, with a third, excuse me, sorry, with a third party. You know, what is this Five of Wands? What is this fight here? What is this Five of Wands? Okay, sorry about that. So this Five of Wands is, they're fighting the urge to not worry about this. They're fighting the urge to not worry about you, what you're doing, who you're with, you know, if you have a family, if you're, you know, went back to them or not, all this other stuff. They're fighting the urge to even think about you. They're, you know, they're trying not to think about you here. Okay, let's see. Why is this person even thinking about you? Okay, like where did this person come from, Taurus? Why is this person even thinking like this about you? Like what is transpiring that this person is thinking about you like that? Okay, why is this person even thinking about you, Taurus? There's some sort of lust here. Why is hold on, confirmation. There's some sort of train. Let's see. Why is this person even thinking about you? Let's see. Why is this person even thinking about you? By Felicia. All right, let's see what's going on here. What is lust? So something has been exposed. Lust doesn't always mean, you know, sexy time or anything like that. It can always mean somebody's doing too much of something. Okay, what is lust? Yeah, so somebody feels like, what is the sun? Sorry guys, what is the sun? So somebody secretly, I feel like this person did their research on you. Like they're perhaps like interested. I can just only say what I'm getting. They're interested in you. They did some sort of research on you, and it's been exposed that you have some sort of secret relationship. So they did too much of something. It could have been like too much of a reading or something like that, or too much of like trying to expose you, like too much of trying to get some sort of information about you. Either they're researching, they're doing tarot, whatever the case may be, and they're coming across some sort of like relationship here. Or they wanted to see if you were like in this energy here. Okay, they wanted to see if you were in this energy, in this greed energy. Again, lust is just greed, like being like extra like greedy. Okay, they wanted to see if you're like in some sort of greed energy. Okay, here's the Hierophant, Taurus energy here. Okay, they wanted to see if you were in some sort of greed energy here. Okay, basically they wanted to see who you were, Taurus. They wanted to see who you were. Okay, and let's see, what is this Ace of Wands? Somebody is not an option. Yeah, and nothing, and they left here. So this person's trying to research you. So, you know, they're feeling this way because they researched you here, and they may think that you're in some sort of secret commitment here, or they researched you because they wanted to see who you were, right? With this Hierophant, excuse me, with this Hermit, the Hermit and the Hierophant here. Secretly, they wanted to get some news on you. And then they left, or they left because they feel like nothing was growing. They want an option because there was no exchange. Like there was no, hey, da 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 da. So this person could have been like, who's my soulmate? Or, you know, is Taurus interested in me? And it could have said yeah, or something like that. So they got more on you, but then, you know, there's no action, there's no hey, there's no anything. So this person's like, okay, bye. Kind of how we got in the beginning. So they have this false belief about you. So this person's just thinking, you know, just putting their own expectations on something, basically. And this person is like stuck on money. They're just like stuck on, okay, let me get money, da 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 da, because they're hurt about this, because they think that you have someone else here. Okay, they think that you're committed to someone else, Taurus. Okay, yeah. And currently, you know, they're leaving you behind with this by Felicia, because they're just researching you, and they're like, oh, this person has someone else, you know, because if this is the person I'm supposed to be with, why didn't they say anything to me, da da da. They have to have someone else. So they're putting their own expectations on this situation, and they're just ignoring you. Okay, they're not trying to go any further, because they're like, well, there isn't any communication with us. Nothing has prospered. Nothing has grown. So technically, if that means that this Taurus is interested in somebody else, or Taurus is doing something with someone else, okay? So thank you so much, Taurus, for tuning in. See you the next one. Bye.